Origami is simply the folding of paper. It is the microcosmic act of a plane bending itself, betraying its own two-dimensionality while inventing new affinities. A single sheet of paper is solitary. That solitude is a pure innocence, not yet severed. Only through folding does it connect with the other, its other parts. Valley folds are descent, mountain folds are ascent. Each time their breadths overlap, invisible relationships are woven within the paper. Even in a small origami crane, it is not merely a symbol of a bird. The wings are gestures of time repeating separation and union, the beak a sign pointing toward an untouchable future. With each fold, the paper fragments acknowledge one another, generating a geometry of affinity through the dialogue of gaps and contact. Human relationships, too, resemble this small origami. If infinitely unfolded, it would return to a single sheet of paper, yet the traces of once-made folds never vanish. Creases become memory, wrinkles become traces of time. Rather than hiding them, layering them reveals unknown forms. In other words, affinity is an inevitable sculpture born from imperfect folds, embracing even friction and tears. This small origami is a microcosm of relationships within this universe, the smallest yet infinite testament reminding us not to forget how we fold, shape, and resonate with one another. When the small origami quietly rests on the desk, an invisible land of affinity already spreads there. Each time a single sheet folds inward, boundaries weave countless new lines of connection. Creases become proof of touch, each mountain fold and valley fold a mirror reflecting the other. The plane before folding is solitary, but folding gives rise to a microcosm where adjacent surfaces begin a quiet dialogue. A small piece of origami is a quiet resonance device. The two-dimensional paper acquires a three-dimensional voice, resonating with the heart of those who listen. The minute angles embedded in its folds unknowingly close the distance to others, sharing inner vibrations. The folded edge is the intersection of memory and foresight. The creases, marked as signs of past and future, trace a journey that travels back and forth between forgetting and discovery. Within each tiny paper fragment, infinite time is folded, yet no one notices as they breathe. Affinity is neither law nor technique, but a sequence of profoundly small acts. Each time fingertips touch the paper and gently apply pressure, a faint exchange of energy occurs. It transcends words, crosses borders, a quiet agreement born through origami, a moment when hearts smoothly rub against each other. That fluttering shadow is a rainbow bridge connecting worlds. What origami revealed is a fundamental yet profound secret. The essence of creation lies in running alongside another, the act of folding. It is nothing less than a ritual that cuts a decisive crack into the pristine world line. Fold the mountain, fold the valley. This dialectic movement of opposites mimics the structure of the world. The mountain fold is the ridgeline of consciousness turning toward the other. The geometry of the sun, asserting the self and defining boundaries with the outside world. In contrast, the valley fold is the ravine of introspection sinking into the abyss of the ego. The shadow of receptivity, accepting the words of others and creating space within oneself. Without the dance of conflict and reconciliation woven by these two vectors, no form can ever emerge. We are not folding paper. We are folding the eternal aporia of our own inner and outer worlds, the relationship between self and other. Eventually, corners meet at predetermined coordinates, edges overlap as if by necessity. The idea of flight named crane, or the metaphor of drifting named boat, dwells within its fragile body. It is no longer mere paper. It is an apostle of silence, a word unclothed in language. Within a single flat universe, creases, wrinkles of memory, are etched, and together with the faint warmth of the creator's fingerprints, it completes itself as a microcosm. Creation is not magic conjuring something from nothing, but scooping up a single form existing here and now from the omnipresent possibilities. And this microcosm in the palm is passed from hand to hand. It is precisely in this moment of transfer that an invisible phenomenon called affinity arises. Without the mediation of language, that imperfect sequence of symbols, we share only the common experience of being folded, the shared illusion of having taken form. Your valley-folded memory gently touches the contours of my mountain-folded paper. It is a serene resonance exchanged by souls laid bare. Not a grand symphony, but a harmony as faint as the whisper of paper fibers rubbing together, yet undeniably real.